Hello and welcome to a new video, and this one's going to be the first in a short series of videos all about maps. So in this one we're going to cover the basics of maps. So we obviously need a map to look at, and we've got one from a module. So the first thing, let's have a look at all these little icons that are up on the top left and the top right of the image here. The first one is our record link. So this is what you would use if you wanted to, for example, link this map to a story entry. Then we're just going to drag and drop this link to wherever it is. You can see that I already dragged this one to the quick bar. So wherever you want to link this map to, that's how you would use it. The second icon tells us where the maps come from. In this case, it's come from a module. The next one is revert changes to module record. So if you've made changes to the map and you don't want those changes to be retained, then you can click that button and it'll put the map back to what the state it's in the module. The next icon is duplicate record. If we click that, then we will create a copy of the record, which we can see here in our images list in the campaign, and we can now edit this or do whatever we want with this copy. Over on the right hand side, the first button we've got is the identified button, and beside that is the locked button. So if we unlock the map, we can see that we do have two new fields here. We've got the name of the map, and then we've got this unidentified. So if we wanted to have the map unidentified, we can change the name in there. And then if we change that to not identified, then when we share this with the players, they're going to see this name here rather than this name here. If we leave it as identified, then they're going to see this name here and this one won't appear. We saw the lock button, and what it does, it opens up this panel with all sorts of exciting things in it. And then we have the shared button, and at the moment if we mouse over that, it says it's not shared. If we click that, then it shares the map with the players. We look at the players view, they now have the map. If we had changed this to identified here, or not identified, then you can see that the player's view shows just a map rather than the actual name of the map. The next button here is the help button. If we click on this and then click on yes to all, and what this is doing on my other screen is loading up the wiki page, which is all about working with images as a GM. And that's all the information that will be in these videos is also viewable in the wiki page. So the little icon there, the query icon there, is very useful for getting help if you need it. The next button is minimize, so it obviously minimizes the map. And the next one increases the size of the map. So there are several iterations of this increasing the size. We have this one here, which kind of covers everything apart from the chat box, the combat carousel at the top, and our panel at the right here. We can increase it again, and this time it gets bigger, covers the combat carousel. We can go bigger again, and this time it covers the entire screen. And this one is useful if you're using Fantasy Grounds VTT at the tabletop in a live game, and you're projecting the map onto a player's view so that the players can see the map and where they are, etc. Now, one thing you should realize that if you make the map any bigger than just normal, then you can't share the map. So if we go to the right click here, we can see that we have the sharing option, but once we make the map bigger, then the sharing option disappears. This is because Fantasy Grounds treats this larger map as a different thing than from the actual map itself. So just bear that in mind, that if you want to share the map, then share it before you increase its size. Now next on the list is this little button here, which if we click on this, it toggles the toolbar. So this toggles up some tools. If we switch that off again, and if we put some players onto the map, let's drag Bob here onto the map, then you can see that this toolbar automatically toggles. So the toolbar is hidden unless you toggle it, or until you've put some players or tokens onto the map. So let's put a few more tokens onto the map so that we can see what we're doing here with some of these other buttons. We'll just move these around a little bit and make it nice. Okay, so the first of these buttons is a zoom to fit. So if we click that, it simply zooms the map in and out. And then the next buttons here are the toggle for the camera mode and toggle for the token mode. So if we zoom in a little bit here and click on the camera mode, then what this does is it puts the map into a sort of 2.5D view, and you can scroll around the map looking to see what's going on. So you can use the WASD keys to do the normal left, right, up and down. You can use the Q and E keys to go left and right, and you can use the X and the C keys to zoom in and out or raise and lower. You can also use the middle mouse button, holding down the middle mouse button and go around, and of course you can use the middle mouse to zoom in, and you can move the map around by holding down left click and just grabbing the map and moving it out. So that's a general sort of camera toggle. If we select Bob the Fighter here now and then go to this next button, which is token mode, then we are now looking through the eyes of Bob the Fighter. Now the same things all apply here. We can move around with the WASD keys, and the Q and E keys, and X and oh, we can't actually, no, of course, we're looking through, we can't do the X and C because we're looking through the eyes of Bob the Fighter. So once in this mode, Bob can do all the usual things. He can target something, untarget, and if we get his character up, here he is here. If we get his character up, if we've targeted an enemy, we can make attacks and everything like that from here. It also shows you our movement. If we target that again, control, we're just holding control and clicking, and Bob can also move in and out, etc. So we can do all the normal things that you can do. And if we come out of that, if we switch to another target from the DM's point of view, then we can now see through this goblin. You can see here that this cleric doesn't have an image like Bob the Fighter does, so we're just seeing the token. But the goblin can look around just in the same way, and he can see what he can see, basically. So these views are independent of one another. So if we over to the players map, the players are just seeing the normal top-down view, but they've got the option here as well. So if it's Bob the Cleric's turn, then he can go in and use either of these camera modes as well, and he can do all the usual things. So the camera mode is independent of the user. Anybody can use it or nobody can use it, whatever you like. The next icon then is the ping mode. So if we select ping mode and then click anywhere on the map, then we get a ping. And you can see that the color here I've got is red, and this is because in options I've set my color active character to red. If we nip over to the players view here, we've got two players connected. So if we've got Bob the Cleric connected and then go to this one, go to ping mode, then he's showing up in green. And if we pick Bob the Fighter and ping, he's showing up in blue. So the ping is determined by the color that you've set. So if you've got two characters, then you just switch between the two characters, and you can set the active color here. We just click on this, and if we wanted to make it a kind of lighter green or whatever, well, that's the same as Bob. Let's make it yellow or something. Then we can select our color, whatever color we want, and then when it's Bob's turn, he's now got yellow. Remember to come out of ping mode, otherwise we will be pinging all the time. Now our next category here is drawing mode. So if we want to draw, then we just select that, and then we can draw whatever we want on the map. And again, the color that the drawing will be in is the same color as your selected from the options menu here. So in this case, it's red. We've got the eraser mode, so that means that we can go and erase what we have just done, and that will remove it. The players, by default, the players can't draw on the map, but the DM can allow this by doing a right click, going to the drawing, and then selecting the unlock drawing layer, and this will allow the players to then draw on the map. And again, the color that they draw on the map will be the color that they choose, just like the DM. We next have a selection mode. If we click that, we get this little icon on the screen. This means we can draw around a number of tokens here, and then when we move these tokens around, we can see that they're all of the ones that we've selected are moving together. And then if we just select one, that unlocks or undoes the selection. We've got targeting mode. So if we've got Bob the Fighter selected here and go to target mode, and then we just simply, well, we can actually just select all of those enemies there, and Bob automatically targets them all. If we switch to the end one here, clear targets, then that removes all the targets. We then have two other targeting buttons. We've got target enemy units. So if we click that, then Bob is now automatically targeting all the enemy units. Again, we can clear his targets from there. And then we've got target friendly units. And so if we click on that, then Bob is automatically going to target the other unit. And this is the same for the NPCs. If you're the DM, you can use this to target enemy units, or you can use it to target friendly units as well, and you've got the clear target option too. Next we have the clear death markers. We don't have any death markers on the screen at the moment, but if Bob was to, let's say, annihilate this goblin here, the goblin is dead, so we can remove it from the combat tracker, and you can see that it leaves this blood markers. So this is an option, I think, so if you don't have this switched on, you won't see one, but if you do have it switched on, then you will see a blood marker on the map where the goblin died, and this button simply just clears those death markers off the map if that's not what you want. The next icon is the shortcut view mode. So if we zoom in and watch this pin here closely, when we click on this, then it removes the pins from the map. Clicking it again will bring them back. If we zoom out a bit, then we can see the pins can be out or in. This is useful for the DM if pins are getting in the way or whatever, then you can switch the pins off. If you don't like the pins, you can switch them off or whatever. And next we have the token movement lock mode. So currently the movement for the tokens is locked. So if we switch over to our player view here, and this player decides that they want to move here, then you can see that they can't actually move. They get this screen here. We can move this one too. They see they can't actually do the move because the token movement is locked. If we go back to the DM screen, and the DM now has the option to accept these moves. So you can do this individually by clicking the green yes button, or you can come up here and just do the accept all. The Dungeon Master has got the option here to also do this. If they hold down the Alt key whilst dragging, then you can see that the Dungeon Master's got this planned movement stage as well. Once you've made the first move, you can let go of the Alt key and then just drag the token and move it somewhere else. And you can keep doing that. And if you don't like any of these points, you can move them. So we might want to move that one to here. We might want to move that one to here. If we don't like any of the points, then we can right click on it and delete it. And once we've decided, or once we've finished, then we just click on the green tick and the token will move. Now players have all of this option as well. If they are doing their move here, Bob can go there. We don't need to worry about the Alt key with the players. This is just their normal. But once you've moved the first point, then you can then drag the token again to a second point and to a third point. And again, if we don't fancy this where this movement point is, we can move it. We can move this one, or we can delete it. So the players have got all of this option as well as the DM. So back in the DM view, we can accept those movements and on they'll go. So that's token lock on. If we switch that off, then it doesn't really affect the DM much, but as far as the players are concerned, they can now move their tokens wherever they like. There's no planned movement, so they can move them wherever they want, and however far they want, and they can go into anything they want. So it's up to you as the DM as to whether or not you use token lock or not. So it is optional. Our next icon here is the player vision preview mode. This is only available to the Dungeon Master, and when we click this gives us an idea of what the players are seeing. If we select Bob the Fighter here, we can see exactly what Bob is seeing. So we've got the line of sight here, which is blocking out. We've got various buildings, trees, etc., etc. So this just shows us what the player view is for that particular token. And if we switch over to this one, then it shows us a slightly different view. It also works for the NPCs as well, but the Dungeon Master can see that anyway. So that's the player vision preview mode. And the next one here is the navigation panel. So we can toggle this on or off. If we toggle it on, then we get this little panel down here, and we can use these little icons to move the map left, right, up and down, and to zoom in and zoom out. So this is there if you want it. You don't need it, and it can be toggled on or off. And finally, we have the unlock button, which is the same as this one here. So we've got two options or two unlocks. This toolbar isn't always going to be visible, remember. So we've got one up in the top here, and we've got another one here as well. So that is the basics, I think, of battle maps. And in the next one, we'll go into a little more detail as to how we would create this battle map from a Photoshop file. Right, thank you very much for watching. Cheers for now.